Disco X on the line, just as I suspected. No one really gets over me. I'm unaffected. Why would you try to ever put me second? You're just another groupie to me. No, I'm out here single, and I need some real. Now I got standards, give a fuck how you feel. I'm out here single, tell me what's the deal. Now I got standards, give a fuck how you feel.
What's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. Welcome to the Betting News Network. This is your afternoon bet espresso live, kicking off your Monday evening. It is August the 24th. One more week of August left, boys. Excited to have you guys with us to finish off the evening. We got Mr. Sauce Man, Mr. B Sauce. We got the soon-to-be father, Mr. Shaggy Betts, Nate Horno.
Coming up.
I know, man.
Soon to be Papa Shags. Soon to be
Papa Shags, indeed. My name is SPJ Sweatpants. Just excited to have you guys with us to finish off your Monday evening. We got Beast McNeese down below pressing the ones and twos. As you said, Shags, glad he made it back safely after the ass whooping I heard he took on the course yesterday. But
it was rough.
Shags, Beast, I'll give you the credit. Shags said you always brought the vibes, which I love to hear it.
If he can't golf better than Shags, at least he can gritty better than me, right? I mean, the bar wasn't obviously set really high, but I will say I was sitting there taking a few notes, hopefully maybe trying to learn something. You know what I mean?
I can't say I've ever heard NBA YoungBoy on the golf course before yesterday. That might have been the first time that's been coming off the speakers on the links for me.
But love it when the interns bring some culture to the
of course, right? I'll say I told SPJ, man, it made me feel old, right? It made me feel old. So I'm officially Unk status over here. That's for sure.
Oh, man.
It's crazy because, as I mentioned at our meetup this year, we're going to have a very much so diverse portfolio of ages. Some just legal enough to consume alcoholic beverages, and us who were around when alcohol was invented. So, we've got different levels of it represented at the meetup this year. But glad you got to meet him.
Easy, Jeff. I'm no snitch, brother. I'm no snitch, man. You're not bothering me. I'm not bothering you.
We might talk about that in a second, Jeff. We'll see.
Yikes.
We'll do the good and the bad and the ugly today. Everyone's favorite Monday activity. As Owen said, we could probably spend most of the show on it because there's a lot of stuff to discuss that happened over the weekend / today, in the good and the bad and most likely the ugly possibilities as well. We will talk some sports. We got the WNBA, a couple games tonight, and we've got a big baseball slate this evening. But that's kind of it. Kind of a slower day in sports. I feel like this week's the last. I know we keep saying this, but I feel like this week is like the last. I know week 0 in college football starts on Saturday. There is college football on our screens.
Whew.
Yeah, but there's only 7 games on Saturday.
There's 8. There's 8. The whole slate matters. All right, the whole slate matters. Tell your family, tell your children. You'll see them on Sunday. All right, the whole slate matters. That's a bit, guys. That's a bit.
He's getting ready.
I don't know if you've seen
that.
Not a bit,
chat. It's the chat. If you know Shags, you know it's not a bit. That is exactly how Shags feel. The entire slate matters from week 0 to the fucking final to the championship.
Don't blow off your family. Don't blow off your family. It's just college football.
As he's about to, add to his family, right? I mean, this is good timing.
You're lucky that babies are small. You can just carry it with you to watch things,
Oh, no, dude. Football season's going to be a breeze. I'm just going to have a little potato watching with me. You know what I mean? Basketball season, when we start getting some mobility, then it's going to be an issue. Because then I got to stop paying attention.
They come in for babies, too. They're just noise canceling. They just go right over the baby's head, and you can take them anywhere you want. Anywhere you want.
That'll work.
Yeah, practice exactly. Ball security. No fumbles in the Shaggles house. Zero fumbles.
No fumbles.
Been working on all the different
those shoulders
techniques.
Fumble. Those shoulders do not fumble.
Come on.
Baby, get lost.
There's a notch.
Meet you in the A gap.
The baby.
Dude, I was such a little bitch in the Oklahoma drill in middle school football. I was just a bitch, man. I couldn't handle any sort of contact. I hated it. One season of tackle football. That's all I lasted.
I've never done the Oklahoma drill because I didn't play like organized football.
So you're a smart person.
Well, sometimes I played tackle. I played tackle football with my friends when I was, I don't know, maybe like 19 or something. And we thought it was a genius idea to get our buddies together and all play tackle ball.
I'm sure
with no pads. That was the last time we did that. Thank God nobody got actually hurt. But tackle ball, not for me. Definitely not. Ghost. Real quick, I'll get this out of the way. I'm not going to mention this good, the bad, the ugly. I told you guys this on the channel yesterday. Had our championship game for my summer basketball league, and unfortunately, we came up one basket short yesterday, which was sad times. Great game. I actually did send a couple of you guys the link to watch the game, but they didn't end up live streaming the whole game.
No, I was going to say.
Yeah, unfortunately. We should have won. Great game, though. We played really well. It's one of those situations where there's no compensatory prize for coming in second, but we played our asses off and just got beat on the last shot. So that's how it goes. But
no participation trophies for the beer league.
We get our money back for second place.
Okay, that's something. That's a
beers. You paid for the beers.
You just played a free season of basketball.
If we would have played the whole, like if we would have won, I would have walked away with like $350 or something like that.
Oh damn! Okay.
Oh yeah, coin was on the line.
Okay.
It was sad times.
It's a serious beer league.
Yes, it was. And you know what, boys? I walked away. I'll just say this real quick. I hadn't played organized basketball in 10 years, over 10 years. So it had been a long time. I'm also almost 35 now. So like I was not planning on trying to push my body anywhere close to the limits because I did not want to get hurt playing in a crazy recreational basketball league over the summer. So checked off the list of not getting hurt, checked off the list of reminding myself that I can actually play basketball. And by the last like 2 or 3 games, I actually felt like I was properly contributing and playing good ball. Where like the first few, I was just out there running sprints and, making a couple shots here and there, but not really doing a whole lot. But so my stat line for the Ghost yesterday was I scored 5 points. I don't know how many rebounds I grabbed. A lot of rebounds. I had like 6 or 7 assists. So I was in the flirting with the not triple double range, but I was contributing. Played some good defense. But like I told you, you guys yesterday, like we had a guy on our team who's just freshly out of college who scored 1,000 points in college. So one of those situations. But
hey, you come in the finals, sometimes you win, somebody's got to lose, right?
Yeah, shit happens, man.
Hell of a fight. 2-point game, last shot.
Last shot. The other team was very good, too. Shout out to those guys. But anyway, let's get to the actual people playing sports today, which we will get to in a minute. Jeff, relax. I only took 2 shots. I made both of them. How about that?
Hey, there you go. 100% field.
First of all, we like Nolan Traore around these parts, all right? I don't know what you think you're doing, Jeff, okay? All right?
When you got a guy on your team that scored 1,000 points in college that takes 20 shots a game, there's not a whole bunch of other shots to go around.
Because you got to give up your shots to win games, man. Come on, Jeff.
SPJ's a team player. That's what I gathered. He's a team
Dimes, baby. Dimes. I'll dunk on you, Jeff.
It doesn't show up on the stat sheet, all right? He's setting picks.
Intangible.
Stop in transition.
Very big pick guy. Yes, disgruntled player vibes. Speaking of disgruntled players, let's get to the good, the bad, and the ugly from the weekend that was / today. Let's finish with the good. I always like finishing off with the positivity. So let's start with the ugly. Let's just get after it with some terrible stuff. I feel like we could probably spend the entire show on just some uglies and like go back and forth between all the different things. But
probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go first because I might steal Shag's thunder here, and I'm gonna like save some of the softballs for you guys because I'm sure. Mine is the fact that it has been allowed, and we've actually had it in the first time ever that we have a NFL player get drafted, didn't do so well, and then decided to go back and play in college for LSU. This situation is disgusting. I cannot believe that this has gotten to the point where this is actually happening in sports. And unfortunately, this is going to be the opening of Pandora's box in this situation. So I think it's just grossly egregious. And I can't even believe that we've gotten to a point where this is actually happening in legitimate, like I say professional sports, but also in college sports. So ugly situation. I hope that this is the last time we see this, but the fact that it's already happened means that it's probably going to happen again and again. So yeah, that's ugly for me. I know you, as the college ball guy, Shags, you probably have 2 cents about this. Was this on your list of the various?
It was on my list. It was on my list today. This was the bad, actually. This was my bad. I was gonna say this is bad because I did find something uglier from the weekend. But you said it, man. NIL just in college sports in general. We got to figure something out, man. I mean, I'm all for the players getting paid, right? These schools are making millions, billions of dollars off these kids. They deserve a cut. Yeah. Absolutely. Do they need to be 7-figure 1-year contracts? Maybe not. We could probably tone it down a little bit. I don't know, some sort of salary cap, something. Who knows? But we need to draw the line on where college sports is and where professional sports is, because you absolutely said it. You can't be going backwards, right? The whole goal of college sports is to get you to the next level. It's to get you to the pros. If you do the whole college sports route and try and go to the pros, whether it be NBA G League, whether it be an NFL training camp, you can't come back, right? We've got to figure out and just draw that firm line in the sand, figure out the rest of the stuff later, but that needs to happen right this second, because you said it. We can't have guys going back to school. I mean, this guy was literally warming up for the Browns this weekend, and now he's going to go play in 2 weeks for LSU. Like, it's absurd. NIL, it's just the Wild West. We're still obviously figuring everything out, but there needs to be just a firm line drawn. Here's professional, here's college. Once you cross that line, there's no coming back.
I completely agree. Like, as somebody who is very much like, a layman in terms of this kind of stuff, it's just an insanely weird thing to go to an NFL training camp, get cut from the NFL team, and like, hey, you know what? I think I could still go beat up on some kids. Like, it's
kind of embarrassing.
Right.
I mean, it's one thing to take seniors, right? Like, we saw Indiana do it. We've seen this kind of stuff, but it's another thing to go play against grown men and then be like, you know what? I'd rather beat up on some kids. that's it.
I think they have to, and I mean, I don't know if they're going to or not, but they have to make some sort of rule that as soon as you leave college, even if you have years of eligibility left, like you cannot return to play in college anymore. I feel like that's pretty cut and dry, but I guess with the eligibility rules, like it just becomes a whole hairy situation. So I don't know.
I don't blame the players doing it, because like, obviously you're chasing a bag, right? You're going to go get paid to play a game. So I totally get that. But yeah, we need to figure something out. It's getting out of hand,
that's a great
ridiculous.
This is also true.
Basically,
yeah. I feel like a couple of years is okay, because you're freshly out of high school. A couple of years, you're in the same city still. You might go see some homies or something.
Nightclub, you can't go back to your high school, man.
No,
you know what I mean? Like,
there's a line. There's a line.
Bar, you can't go to your high school anymore.
If you go to Magic City, it's over. It's done.
Whoa.
That's it. No returning.
Yeah. No, that's a good one though.
On quick side note though, did you guys see the 47-year-old pastor in California that's going to go play college football?
Actually see that today.
I thought it was fake, but I looked it up. He's going to go. 47-year-old pastor in California is going to go play at like San Diego Community College or something like that. Defensive end too. He's not going to be a quarterback.
That's wild.
He's 47. He's going to play defensive end.
Trenches.
Some of the stuff that is currently like going on in the news, it feels like surreal, like to the point where it's like so on the nose that if you were to write a script about it, it wouldn't be believable. And like in that same milk, I'm gonna just go next with my ugly. It's Jed York, the owner of the 49ers.
Yeah.
Like, my God, man, not only were you arrested about 10 days to 12 days right before the season starts, right? But then as the news starts to trickle out, a trailer park, 140, you are $1 billion. You are a billionaire. $140 in the trailer park. My God, sir. I don't understand. This is the stuff what I mean when I say, like, if you were to put this into like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, it wouldn't get laughs because it's too on the nose, right? Or it's too unbelievable. And that's the current timeline that we're living through. Like, especially the thing you just described. Now this, and it's just like, and it's Cantor. I don't even want to say his name or anything else about that loser, but Chat brought it up. All of this. Like, how is this a real thing? Anyways, Jed York, man, that's my ugly this week because you are a billionaire. Not only is $140 not close to enough to what you should be dipping or giving to somebody, 2 years on a trailer park, 3, you are a billionaire, sir. Your season starts in about a week and 2 weeks. I'm gonna need a little bit more just like self-control from an actual real-life billionaire. My God, man.
I mean, as Gerald said, billionaires are usually the most frugal of the bunch.
That's what I was going to say, man. Hey, the rich stay rich by being frugal. You are never too rich for a deal, all right? Guy was trying to find himself the best deal on the block, save a few bucks. I can respect that aspect of this story. The rest of it's nonsense. But trying to get the best bang for your buck, that's what we're here for, folks.
Literally.
This guy was just line shopping prostitution. All right, let's just say it.
This was an episode. This was
an
episode of the Trailer Park Boys. That's what this was. This was an episode of Trailer Park Boys. If you've seen that show, you know exactly what I mean. Billionaire comes down to the trailer park, and
it's called CLB, bitch.
B-Dog gets it. B-Dog gets it. You got to pay for the tools sometimes, man.
Oh, dear God. But yeah, I mean, just a gross situation.
Ugly situation.
Yeesh. The Timeline's had a fun time with it today, though. I just
naturally
like that substation, man.
Just when you see his mugshot too, it's hilarious. Like it's even funnier.
When you also see that he looks like that and he's 5'8", you're like, yeah, I kind of get it. Okay, fair enough. But all right, yeah. I had a lot of honorary mentions today because I figured we were all going to kind of touch on similar stuff, and that was one of mine too. All right, Shags, what's your ugly?
Jackson earmuffs, brother. My ugly, man. Manchester United. Ugly. How do you spell Manchester United? UGLY. Horrible performance to start the year from the Red Devils on the road. Not a good enough summer transfer window. I'm specifically looking at their back line. 2 guys. Luke Shaw, 31 years old. Harry Maguire, 33 years old. Both of those guys got left off the English national team for the World Cup this year. And for whatever reason, Man United thought, nope, those are the guys we're going to roll with. And how does it work out? Harry Maguire is actually hugging his teammate on the first goal for Hull City, preventing any sort of effort to stop that goal. Great teammate. Man U, just ugly performance. I'm going to look to actually fade them on Saturday. They host Ipswich down. Ipswich looked great. I'm going to be looking to bet the Tractor Boys plus 1.5, paying the juice there because they've survived games against Man U, and I don't like where Man U's at. So I didn't have faith in this team going forward, going into this season, and I certainly don't have faith after seeing their performance on Saturday. Ugly.
You had enough faith that they beat Hull, but you know what I mean? Like that, what little faith you had has been really.
We lost to the freaking beat by the fucking bumblebees.
Gone.
Why the bumblebees? Honorary mention at that kind of a extra oomph. Tottenham also looked like dog shit too.
Yep, absolutely horrendous. I'm actually putting notes in just for EPL teams throughout the season to just remind myself, don't take Chelsea to win. Take Chelsea's team total, even though they did win today because they don't have any defense. But next to Tottenham, it just says still shit.
As an Arsenal fan, I feel good about it. All right, there's the ugly. Let's go to the bad. I'll kick us off. I mean, we talked about it some yesterday. It got dropped today that Deshaun Watson, despite everything he said yesterday and despite everything that has happened in the city of Cleveland, will be starting week 1 for the Cleveland Browns. And I mean, this whole situation is just bad. Everything he said yesterday even came out today and apologized. But you already you laid your bread, bro. Just lay in it. Over under, he's going to probably not make it. I doubt he's starting more than 2 or 3 games. They're going to boo him. And then he's going to walk out of there. It would have been an $80 million dead cap hit, which is the reason why they're making this decision. Todd Monken doesn't even seem to like it. And Todd Monken's a pretty, respectable stand-up guy. He doesn't like the decision either. This is ownership saying we have $80 million invested in this guy for 1 more year. He's trotting his ass out there. And we're gonna just roll with it. We're not going to have $80 million sitting on the bench. So the Dolphins might have cut ties with $50 million with Tua, but the Browns are not going to do the same thing with Deshaun. And we know how this is going to end. He sucks. The team's going to suck, and he's not going to be a Brown next year. So Terrible situation for Browns fans. Can't believe that they came out and said that he's going to be the starting quarterback today. That was truly shocking. I thought yesterday with the comments he made that he was going to get cut today. But nope, they're going to start him, which to me is really, really bad.
Yeah, really, really
Money
bad.
runs the world.
That's the thing. Like, it's all about money, and that's the decision you're making here. And I think that you are alienating a fan base that has been very, very loyal to you. You are alienating a fan base that has year after year believed in you, believed in the team that you field, despite the lack of moves, the lack of movement, the lack of respect for your own players, the lack of respect for former players loved by fans. Like, we have seen fam kind of going through it in our group chat today, boys. Sorry, shout out fam. I hope you're doing okay, because like he's not the only Browns fan. We got Owen in chat too, looking for new teams, because how long can you really just continue to alienate your fan base in a way like this, where it's like you let money continue to make these decisions? You are a billionaire. You gave out a bad contract, and he's up there talking about how the fan base is mean to him as he adjusts his $250,000 earrings. Like, can we? And that's on each year. So can we just can we somewhat live in reality? He spends all offseason posting with his wife or his girlfriend about this place, about their lavish lifestyle, while literally fighting like sexual assault allegations and charges here in the States, while also sucking on the football field. Again, the first practice today, he looked terrible again. So I don't know.
Sucks.
It's just, he sucks. He's bad. The Browns are bad. Billionaires, bad. And honestly, team ownership needs to just transfer to the municipality or the state or something like that. And fans need to be doing this, because this is just getting wildly out of hand. Franchises are going to be impossible to cheer for at a certain point here, the way it's kind of going down here with billionaires.
My bad alternative was professional ownership in sports right now, and there's like the state of that. But I would just went for the Deshaun Watson low hanging fruit.
Makes sense.
I saw somebody post this on Twitter today, and it was very much so pandering towards this entire situation, because, if you post about these types of topics, you're going to get hella impressions, which is part of the reason why some of these things blow up, and it's kind of shitty. But the person posted a poll on, is Deshaun a better football player than he is a person, or is he a better player or person than he is a player? And I literally looked at it and I was like,
I don't know.
Damn, I don't know, man.
Yeah, where's the third option there?
Yeah, is there a C?
It's something.
None of the above. Yeah, because it'd be different if he was actually playing well, but obviously he sucks anyway. Yeah, bad situation in Cleveland.
Bad situation in Cleveland.
Bad. Let's go next.
Hey, don't forget, Deshaun Watson still had to pay taxes on that guaranteed money, man.
What if Deshaun Watson takes goes back and plays at Clemson? Maybe he's got some eligibility left.
Yeah, he probably does, actually, for this fifth-year rule.
I don't know. Is he allowed to be around young people?
College campuses?
Yeah, he might not be allowed on college campuses.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, that $200 million contract keeps traveling like that's going to dry up eventually. Like you said, Shaq's paying off all the taxes and lawyer bills.
Yeah, man.
He's got a COVID year left, right, Beast McNeese? Sure.
Athletes play taxes, too.
Everyone's got a COVID year left. You know what I mean? Even I've got a COVID year left.
Jeez. No, Sauce Man, you go back to Caracal and see if you can get on the intramural squad?
Play for their baseball team.
Yeah, B-Dot. B-Dot, he can't go to that school.
I can go next. I can go next. I don't want to make this it's in the WNBA, but I'm not going to make it about that loser. I'm going to make it about RG3 and his tweet last night about Caitlin Clark being the MVP in the WNBA. And it's just absolutely insane. When you read the tweet, he thinks he's being nice as he talks about everybody, but then he just starts going off. Caitlin Clark, the most 30-10 games in the league, and she's only been in the league 3 years. She's obviously the league's MVP. First of all, she hasn't even been the best player on her team this year. Yes, she is fantastic, but Kelsey Mitchell's played in more games, had more of an impact, more win shares, leads the league in offensive win shares this year. And not just that, there have been so many great players. Olivia Miles is leading her team in her rookie year in points, in assists. There are so many great players across the league. The Valkyrie have been fantastic. Salawan has just set the record for most points scored in a single season off the bench with 9 games left in the season, I believe. There's just so much going on, and we continue to make this about 3 to 4 people maybe in the WNBA, when literally it is going through an influx of talent. You have so much more coming through college. Even high school kids are now being scouted. It is absolutely insane how the game has grown over the last 3 years. And instead of focusing on that, we're just caught up in these same debates. And I don't even want to make it about whatever like political issue is. It's just like the same thing. It's like LeBron versus MJ. It's like, can we sit down and enjoy the game? Like, do we need to constantly be having this debate? Yes, she had a fantastic game. Kelsey Mitchell also had 27, I believe it was, in that exact same game. Yeah. Why can't we sit here and highlight the fact that they have a duo without Aaliyah Boston that went absolutely bonkers, right? I don't know. I hated RG3's tweet last night, and it's just these people that aren't trying to cover the game or learn about the game or even learn about the players trying to have an opinion just because they've already been given a platform, despite knowing nothing about women's basketball. I'm looking at you, Chris Broussard, who all of a sudden has thoughts on this after never tweeting about the WNBA in 4 years. So I hate all of this fake stuff, and my good's also in the WNBA, but I'm going to save it because we'll end off with some positivity. But it's just been gross.
I mean, as Jackson said, this is the world we live in with social media, and it's gotten aggressively worse over the last 6 months. That like everything you post doesn't have to be actually positive or negative or true or not true. It's purely for impressions, purely for
sells.
The clicks. I mean, RG3, if you asked RG3 how many women's basketball games he's watched this year, I don't think he could probably count it on both of his hands, like start to finish. Like, so I don't even know if this is even something that he has a proper opinion on. He's just, like you said, getting a part of the conversation and riding the bandwagon.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Shags, take us home in the bad, and then we'll finish off with some good.
Yeah, so my bad was all the NIL stuff that we kind of talked about, but I also got another one. It's just the MLS and their advertising and their lack of awareness and whatnot. I don't know if you guys knew that on Sunday there were a couple of MLS matches that the MLS obviously promoted, right? We're going to put out a tweet. We got 2 teams playing tonight. They're not the best teams, but hey, watch them. Well, they used an image of a player who actually got traded the night prior, about 12 hours before this tweet came out. Jovic gets traded from Sporting, not on the team anymore, but they're still going to use his picture to promote the game. The tweet's still up. I don't know why they haven't deleted it. The comments underneath it are hilarious. But just, I mean, tone deaf, like how do you expect anyone to take you seriously when stuff like that happens? You've got a whole team of social media people. Someone needs to be aware of trades happening, stuff like that. I mean, it's absurd that this got out and is still up on their Twitter. So
really makes you question, like, is there a social media team? Like, is this a conscious decision that they made, or is just nobody opened the app since the tweet went out? Like,
apparently, yeah. And you know, this is kind of a big trade too. So like, they didn't tweet about the trade, which obviously, you know, led them to not catching this mistake. So absurd stuff from the MLS, continuing to shoot themselves in the foot when it comes to advertising.
Scheduled ass tweet, man. Come on, dude.
I mean, we don't even make those mistakes, and we don't have MLS money. Come on, man.
We don't have social media team money. We have social media account. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And like, for the record, I wrote an article, all right, MLS best bets for Sunday. I did use a picture of said guy in the article. That was before he was traded, all right? Article was posted before the man was traded. I want that on the record. This is absurd. This was literally tweeted out the next morning.
Apple TV, too. Come on.
It's still up.
I miss him already. It's still up. The comments are funny. Go look at the comments. Hilarious stuff.
Ridiculous, man. That's
Jesus
ridiculous.
Christ, man.
So could lose a gasket if he saw that right now. You know what I mean? Like, he still could lose.
Yeah, man. We have we don't have barely anywhere close to any of those resources, and we don't make those mistakes. I would lose my fucking mind.
That's wild.
Yeah, look at Jax. He's like, yeah, he would. Fuck
yeah, he's like, I did yell that.
I've
texted some things to Disney before. Maybe. Gotta
let them know, man.
Oh, that sucks, dude. That's great.
No, wild. And I want the MLS to succeed. I love it. I want it to grow and have fans, and it's just not gonna happen anytime soon.
They're making it incredibly hard.
Yep.
Fucking hell, man.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
It's going to be a retirement league. It will always be a retirement league.
Unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately. All right. Let's finish with some positivity, and then we'll talk some bets.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go first.
I'll go first. I did kind of preview it. I said it's in the WNBA, and it's about one of my favorite hoopers right now, Olivia Miles. I know everyone's talking about her, and it's very popular to talk about her, but, I mean, what she's doing in her rookie season, I think it's something we have never, ever seen in, like, major sports, not in our lifetime. A player coming in her rookie year, not only leading her team in points and assists, but also while running away with the Rookie of the Year award, being spoken about in MVP conversations, being looked at like a potential dark horse to win an MVP in her first season. The Lynx are first in the league. They are ahead 5 games from ahead of the Valkyrie. They are coming off a win against the Valkyrie. They have been rolling over teams over the last 10 games. In the month of August, Olivia's averaging 22.1 points per game, 7.5 assists, and 4.3 rebounds. She is playing close to 33 minutes per game, which is very much in like the 99th percentile in terms of minutes. Nobody is playing this many minutes. It is absolutely insane what she has been doing. I mean, she has been given an apt nickname, The Spectacle. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet, but her with those goggles, she has been absolutely balling. And when you watch her, she leaves everything on the court. Her emotion, she is screaming, she is yelling, she is rebounding the ball. She is just an absolute delight to watch. And I said this the other day on Friday, I think it was, and I did sprinkle her 10-1 to win the MVP. I don't know if it's going to happen. It hasn't really happened, but it just needs to be highlighted because I don't think we've seen a rookie come in and dominate at the level she has been. And I know that it's even more insane that she was playing on a Lynx team, those top 3 last season, but she's the best player on that Lynx team, on a team that has 2 of the most decorated women's basketball players in the world in Kayla McBride and Nafisa Collier. And she has been playing better than both of them. It's been absolutely fantastic to watch. I'm going to sell you a bet on her later, but the matchup with them and the Valkyrie, top 2 teams in the league, it's going to be a good one tonight, and I'm really excited. But I just wanted to highlight the Spectacle down in Minnesota, or up in Minnesota, I guess.
Yeah, she's been fantastic. Can't wait to talk about that game a little bit later, as that one is going to be a good one tonight in the WNBA streets. I'll stick with mine and let Shags take us home. Mine is the Gunners' start to the season. As an Arsenal fan, obviously they won the league last year, first time since 2004. You come into this season as the betting favorite. You come into this season against the team newly promoted that you should handle business with at home. But I've seen this story before over the last 20 years of my fandom of this team, where they have absolutely shit the bed in these situations, looked very pedestrian, not put up a good performance, don't get beat, but just don't look inspired. They looked awesome in their first game. They look like they are primed and ready to do exactly what they did last year. Sure, this is a long season, and yes, there's going to be some hills, peaks, and valleys, as always with the entire EPL season. But the start of the season for the Gunners was awesome. Solis was fantastic, and they've got some more moves to make as well. So I was really encouraged from what I saw to start campaign number 2. Looking to go back-to-back for the Gunners, and hopefully they can continue to play this way the entire season. Again, cherry on top was the fact that, because, I mean, Man United probably felt the same way playing against Hull, and look what happened with them.
You would think so.
Yeah.
You would think so.
So I felt really good watching my squad play really good ball in the first game of the season.
You said it. They handle business, man. Handle business like they needed to. Moving on to the next week.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, Shags, take us home.
Yep, staying in the EPL. My good, just EPL newcomers at home. You talked about Coventry City. Look, they got thrown into the fire, right? Playing the defending league champs on the road, first game, opening game. Sucks for them. They're going to be at home this next weekend. I think they'll get it back. But Hull City just dominating Man U, start to finish, 2-0, beating one of the top 5 teams in the league to, kick off this newly promoted season for them. And then same with Ipswich Town, 2-1 win over Sunderland. Got the win in the 90th minute, a last-minute winner in front of their hometown fans, kind of setting the tone for the rest of the season for those 2 EPL newcomers. So excited to see them the rest of the season. Like I said, Coventry kind of got thrown in the fire, but they're going to host Hull on Saturday. I am probably going to be fading the Tigers off of that big win and thinking Coventry City bounces back at home. But then another just quick little good. And, stay with me on this one. The good is the projection of Jackson's golf game. All right. The projection is, and honestly, it's better than good, right? If you are looking for a pink slip stock right now that just needs a little investment to become a blue chip, it is Jackson's golf game without a doubt. He knows where it's at, and every single hole, it just got progressively better and better and better. So look, I am buying low right now on Jackson's golf game stock. Now is the time to buy, folks. You might not get this opportunity again.
Okay.
Long-term investment opportunity.
Absolutely.
How do we invest, Kev?
Yeah, Disney in shambles right now. Disney not happy whatsoever at all.
I'd rather
Disney's game, it speaks for itself. He's a solid golfer. But Jackson a little bit of work and to the moon. I'm telling you.
There you go. Piece of news. We might have a little golf competition in Chicago. We might be doing some golf activities when we're in Chi-Town all together.
You just hate me, don't you? You just hate me. I'm smiling through it right now.
Smiling through bullshit.
I don't know for sure yet.
Fine.
We're also going to a
You
Cubs
guys
game.
have fun. Wrigley.
Yeah. He's like, I don't care about that. You said the golf though.
The golf though.
Yeah. Honorary, real quick before we move out of good and bad and get back to the bets. Is it weird that I watched some preseason games, watched a little bit. Obviously, I watched some of the Titans last night. I've watched some random bits and pieces of some games. Is it weird that I really could give 7 fucks about the preseason? Like, it's nice to have it back. It's nice to have it on our screens. But, like, anybody buying anything, investing in any type things you see on the preseason, or, you can look at tape a little bit, but, like, maybe I just don't care. But, like, any other team, like, I obviously am, like, not looking at what the Titans are doing and going, wow, I'm so excited, or wow, I'm so concerned. I'm not looking at any team and being like, wow, you guys look amazing, Super Bowl bound. Like, I don't give a shit. Do you guys care? Or am I just weird?
Yeah. No, you said it. It's the preseason, so you can't, take much into account for it because, okay, a guy has a good rep. Was that rep against the starter or was that against the third string guy trying to make the team? You know what I mean? So take everything with a grain of salt, but yeah, you don't need to overreact based on what we see on preseason. So yeah, I'm not totally into it either.
Yeah, all I'm looking at in the preseason is depth, right? Like, I'm looking at the depth guys. I'm trying to see who is somebody that maybe wasn't on my radar that I am looking at a little bit deeper now. Who is somebody like the backup running back for the Raiders, right? Obviously, the Gentry news dropped yesterday. He's looking like an ankle sprain, so it would just be a couple of weeks. But that guy has looked good too in terms of what he's looked like in the preseason. So things like that is more what I'm looking at than I'm looking to sit here and judge as to what a team's win-loss is going to look like during the regular season. Because I don't think that the coaches, despite wanting to try things and wanting to maybe bring some things out, I don't think anyone that's really looking to compete is bringing out their best stuff in the preseason. So,
well, especially with all the injuries that have gone down in training camp, it's like we're so close to the season. Why even risk it? Like if they haven't gotten enough reps now, you're not going to get there. So,
well, and it's been kind of widely documented as well with a lot of these teams, with especially how much they're doing the joint practices, and they're doing more and more of the joint practice situations because the coaches have said that those practice days with the joint practices and the 7-on-7s that they run during those periods are like 7 times more valuable than the preseason game. Like, they actually get work done there. They actually try stuff. They're actually like practicing and properly playing. Whereas we all see the preseason game, but most of those dudes and schemes that they're doing on the practice field, they're not fucking running that in the preseason game. So, that aspect of it's important, but like, yeah, I could give, it's just more about I'm leaning into the fact that like the timeline, and it's just social media in general, but like even the bigger accounts that start breaking down tape and stuff from the preseason, I'm like, sure, if you want to look at like a 3rd round pick rookie and give me some tape, yeah, fine. But I don't want to see tape on a starter for like,
I'm here to hate on Caleb Williams as much as anybody else and hate on the Bears in general. But I will say that one missed throw to Colston Loveland has been talked about by Bears Twitter. I have never seen one throw talked about more in my life. And that throw came in the preseason, and he threw 5 total balls. Like, I know he went 2 for 5, and I'm sitting here and I'm sending those stats to my friends because I am an absolute hater. But we're writing think pieces on a throw, guys. Like, it's the preseason.
We're talking about practice, basically. Practice, not a game. Practice. Well, it's like people forget. Like Caleb Williams, you can feel how you want to feel, and like he's not elite yet, but he was awesome last year. He was really, really good last year. He was a good V. Come on. He was really, really good. And like people forget that. And they're like, oh, 2 bad throws in the preseason. Oh, fingernail guy. Come on. Like,
I mean, his completion rate was definitely an issue. His completion rate over. I mean, does this stuff not matter, SPJ? Does it
It does.
it matter? Does 55% completion rate matter? Does it not? I mean, he had a worse completion rate over expectation than Cam Ward did last season, and he played for a winning offense.
He played for a good team, but he also led them to some incredible victories. Some of them, albeit out of pulling rabbits out of hats, which doesn't.
I mean, we saw that happen with the Commanders 2 seasons ago, right? Where did that end up in year 2? So I cannot wait for the Bears season.
Hey, Jackson, calm down there.
No, Jackson, flip that table.
You calm down there, all right? Otherwise, we're gonna have words. Big floppy ones, B.
Whoa.
I'm glad we all agree on the preseason. Week 3 of the preseason, though, concludes this week. We'll have some information. We'll talk the games, obviously. It's all fun and games.
Oh, bet games, too. Me and Shags trying to clean up. No low-key, you know what I mean? Not to jinx us going into week 3, Shags. But, hey, we're going into the season with a couple extra units. We're not going to give them all back. We're definitely not giving them all back.
No, absolutely not.
Preseason football is still better than, a lot of other things. I'm just saying that, like, the reactions around what – Speaking of baseball, let's talk baseball.
If we're at USFL, we find a way to bet on that too. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's fun to bet. I mean, but that's just betting football. Like it's there, you know. But like, you can't take too much stock in it. Yeah, exactly, Beast. 100%. Although, if you're talking to Shags, the bargain bin's the place to go.
Whoa, easy there. Easy there. Not from experience, people. All right, come on. I just love a good deal. I just love a good deal, man.
No context. The line shopping thing got me earlier, man.
I was kind of thinking about that. Do you think anyone in like human history has ever uttered the phrase "line shopping prostitution," or was I the first one?
I think I was
sure
definitely the first of my bloodline to hear those words uttered together.
I might have to coin that phrase, to be honest.
I hope your dad's watching.
I'm sure he is.
He probably got a good chuckle out of that one too.
Absolutely.
He's working on the t-shirts already. What do you mean? He's working on the t-shirts.
Hey, Pablo Pledge Escobar was also line shopping, manual labor. So smart man.
Quite literally line shopping.
Yeah, gets it.
Beast McNeese's parents hey, shout out Beast McNeese's parents. Hello. Nice to have you on the channel. Thanks for being here. That's true, B-Dot. All right, let's talk some bets. We've got 20 minutes. We are no longer Dubs and L's on the channel anymore, chat. We have gone through the entire NFL team schedules. Go back and watch all the replays for all of the Dubs and L's. Actually, you know what? We could do a little graphic and show you all of our predictions. That might be a little bit of a hard task, though. Yeah, I know, right? Yikes. I have to do a bit of research on that one to see if we how many we got wrong and how many we got right, but we can find out there. But so we got about 15 minutes left in the show. Let's break down some bets, boys. Let's go to the baseball, then we'll go to the WNBA, cook a parlay, and we'll get out of here and let you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday. Who wants to go first on the baseball streets?
Shaggy, take it away.
Yeah, there. Well, I got 3 picks on the diamond that I am, typing up right now for all of you to make them nice and easy to share with all you. Definitely not stalling at all while I'm rambling and talking at the same time, typing up my plays. Because, folks, I got MLB scribbles out there at bettingnews.com, but I'm going to give you the moves right here, right meow. Let's do it. All right, starting off, we are going to the nation's capital, where the Washington Nationals taking on the Colorado Rockies. Happy Ryan Feltner fade day. He's on the bump for the Rockies. His splits do get better on the road, but he's pitching at Coors every single day. The man still doesn't have it. 5.97 ERA, 5.54 on the road. And recently, not great. Allowed 2 earned runs in his last 8 starts in August and July, including 7 to the Dodgers on Tuesday, 5 to the Brewers on the road, 8 to the Reds in just 2.1 innings. Hasn't faced the Nationals yet, but I can't imagine things are going to go his way. Nationals minus the 1.5 on the run line tonight, plus 115. Both teams on severe losing streaks. Something's got to give. I'll give it to the Nationals. Lean their way at home, coming off a 1-8 road trip. Not good. Turn things around tonight, win this game by 2. So give me the Nats on the run line. Next up, we got an over for you folks, Minnesota and the Athletics, the unaffiliated Athletics of Sacramento, because we're playing at Mickey Mouse Sutter Health Ballpark, where balls are flying, especially with these two guys on the bump, Zebby Matthews for the Twins and Jeffrey Springs for the A's. A combined ERA of 11.14, an average whip of 1.41. These guys just definitely don't have it. Matthews took a loss against the Athletics back in July. Springs gave up 5 runs, 4 earned on just 4 hits and a walk in 1.1 innings against the Twins earlier. Think we're going to see plenty of runs today. Totals up there at 10.5 for a reason. And last but not least, the Phillies on the money line. Just back the Phillies to get the job done against the Mariners on the road. Zach Wheeler and Logan Gilbert on the bump. 2 studs, a low total, because we've got 2 studs on the bump. But Zach Wheeler, his splits are a little better away from home. Sub 3.0 ERA comes down to 2.67 in 12 road starts. 0-3 over his last 6 contests, but I don't have much faith in the Mariners hitters. As for Logan Gilbert, he's allowed 18 runs over his last 7 starts. At home, his ERA goes up to 4.01. So I'll trust the Phillies bats a little bit more than I do the Mariners. I think they'll get the win today. Minus 108 on the money line. 3 baseball picks for the kiddos.
I know that also your dad likes the Phillies, if I was listening correctly.
Yes, he does.
Right?
He does indeed. Little Papa Shags collab. Official, unofficial collab.
I wonder if we've trust the Horning family chat to grace the parlay today.
Phillies. Let's do it.
Lot of trust. Lot of
Late
trust.
night.
A lot of trust. It's okay. He's about to be grandpa, so I think it'll be all right. Although is he already grandpa?
He's already pops. Yeah, no, he's already pops. He's already pops. I got a couple of nieces.
Yeah, you got a niece. Yeah. I was about to say, I think he's already grandpa's, but it's add to the grandpa lore.
And this will be first grandson too, so fun stuff.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, Shags, that's why I love it when you go first, because you usually tee up my home run bets. So first one.
I see him right there. Let's go.
Go right to that Washington, and let's go right to that Ryan Feltner fade, because CJ Abrams is back in the lineup after a little bit of a hiatus. The guy hasn't played since the 19th of August. He's had a few days off, but he's been absolutely crushing the baseball this year. 29 home runs. He is looking for number 30 tonight. He's batting .279 with a .530 slugging, and he has been really, really good against right-handed pitching this year. Against righties this season, his batting average jumps to .292 with a .568 slugging, and 23 of his 29 home runs have come against right-handed pitchers. Like you said, Feltner has been struggling any which way you want to look at it, especially against left-handed batters, allowing them to bat .278 with a .511 slugging. And Abrams just looks prime and in a good position tonight at home against a really bad Rockies team. And then I'm going to that Phillies game with you and Papa Shags, or Pops Shags, Grandpa Shags. We'll figure that out, Shags. Kyle Schwarber plus 250. The guy's had a home run in back-to-back games. He might finally be all the way back. Logan Gilbert's given up 1.9 home runs per 9, and Schwarber's got some great numbers against Gilbert too in his career. Not something I look at often when looking at matchups here, but because of the extensive history, 14 at-bats, 4 hits, 286 average, 571 slugging, with a 28% barrel rate. That's kind of what sticks out to me here. It's because of this pitch mix, Schwarber's really kind of getting underneath that. And when that's happening with this guy, and I just think that this is a good spot for him to kind of hit one out of the park. Plus 250 feels like a good price here on the road in Seattle. So yeah, Schwarber, CJ Abrams, 2 lefties, hopefully both leaving the ballpark.
Correlated as well with Shags plays.
Yes, sir.
Like you said.
Love that.
Softball, definitely. Yeah, right, Gerald? Isn't that impressive as a friend of Sauce Man? Okay, let's go away from baseball. 2 WNBA games tonight, as V was alluding to earlier. On paper, 2 pretty good games, but the biggest one of the night is the first game up in Minnesota, as you said, V, best team in the entire sport, taking on the second best, possibly by record, Minnesota Lynx, 4.5-point favorites against the Golden State Valkyries, 161.5-point total, which, to be honest, is a little bit higher than I was expecting based on how both of these teams play defense. So interesting to see if the Lynx can cover this 4.5-point spread against the Valks. Sauceman, I know you have a play that you wrote about this game as well earlier today at bettingnews.com. I also have a play that I like too, but what are you looking at in this game? Should be a great one tonight between the 2 of the best teams in the league.
Absolutely. I got 2 plays in this game. First one I kind of alluded to first, and that was Olivia Miles. Both of these teams are the top 2 teams in the NBA, in the WNBA. Both of them have top 3 defenses, and both of these teams played each other in the postseason last year. The Lynx beat them 2-0, kind of swept that best-of-3 series in the first round. But these are 2 teams that play each other very closely and very tough. It's kind of why I think Olivia Miles is going to be the X factor here, because the Valkyrie have gotten significantly better since last year and since that 2-0 sweep. I would say that their defense has gotten better. They're playing better as a team, but over the last 2 games, it's kind of looked a little bit shaky. I don't know if you saw SPJ, but in the last game, the starters got benched about 3 minutes into that second half. They went to the bench. The bench mob came out. Outside of Veronica Burton, she was the only starter to play that second half after about the 3-minute mark. And head coach Natalie Nakaste, she said it. She said, I didn't love their energy. I didn't love their defensive energy. They weren't rebounding the ball, and it just got really bad. They overcame a 21-point deficit with the bench in there. It came down to the wire. Unfortunately, Sydney Taylor is absolutely phenomenal too, and she hits 2 threes. Not only did she hit the game winner, the one that everybody saw, but she also hit the one that tied up the game before the game winner. So it was an absolute crazy game. The game before that they also lost was to this Lynx team. I think this is going to be a good game on all sides, and I think Olivia Miles has just been really, really good as of late. So like I said, she's averaging 22.1 points per game this month, 7.5 assists, and she's been rebounding the ball at just under 5 rebounds per game. Those match up with her season-long numbers. She is shooting 50%, over 40% from the perimeter. She has just been really good at basketball. There's nothing more I can say. I already gave you a long spiel, but I do have one more play in this game, and it's Janelle.
What do you have on Miles?
Oh, sorry, the PRA. I didn't even say that. I took the PRA over 30.5 PRA for my girl Olivia. But the next play, I'll start off with the play. Janelle Salawan over 16.5 PRA. She was one of these bench players that got a ton of playing time in that last game, and she has been playing a ton of time off of the bench. Like I said, she just set the record for most bench points scored in WNBA history in a single season, and she has 9 games left to go. She's averaging just under 23 minutes per game off of the bench. She has been shooting the ball phenomenally, and she's shooting 39% from the perimeter this year and averaging 2.4 made threes per game. This is a Lynx team that, while they don't give up a ton of threes because they're good out there, they give up a ton of 3-point attempts. Salawan has also hit this line, I believe, in 4 of her last 5 against the Lynx, going back to last season, and she has been just as good in her second year, I think, this year. So I like the 16.5 mark. I do think the head coach is going to give her a little bit more time because of the way she's been playing as of late. And I think that in a matchup like this that's bound to be really close, her minutes could end up being the difference. So, yeah, I did like her over 16.5 PRA.
She's great off the bench, as you mentioned earlier. Could be the 6th woman of the year as well. I have a play in this game too. Looked at everything that you just talked about as well. Didn't end up pulling the trigger on Miles, but I like her a lot in this spot too. But I'm going actually with her backcourt mate. I'm taking Kayla McBride. I took her points over 15.5, minus 110 value. As Shag said earlier, we're not looking for hookers here, but make sure you always shop around for the best available lines. 15.5 is the best I saw. It's hitting 4 of the last 5 games. Obviously, her offensive production was on a heater earlier in the season. Lafisha Collier comes back, took a little bit of a dip, but now she's back to scoring in that 18 to 20-point range. The other point on this, too, is Courtney Williams is out of this game tonight, which is another backcourt player for the Lynx. So she will be having even more offensive responsibilities, as in McBride. So kind of ties into what you're talking about with Miles facilitating. I think McBride's going to be able to take advantage, and she had a really good game against this team earlier this year. She's also hit this line against the Valkyries in 4 of her last 5 outings, 20 and 17 in the 2 matchups back-to-back this season. So I like the threes, too, if you want to go that direction. It's 2.5 for a playable price, but the thing about McBride is she also gets to the line a lot. She's their best free throw shooter, so I wanted to take the points roped in there as well. 15.5 just feels a little bit too low. Real quick, B, before we move to the other game, who do you think wins? You like the Lynx tonight, or do you think the Valkyries maybe keep it close, possibly win outright?
I think the Valkyries could keep it close and win outright. It's one of those things where it's like, how many times can you beat a singular team in a singular year? And these are 2 teams that are going to see each other in the playoffs, probably, maybe not in the first round this year, obviously, because they're both top 2 in the league. But I do think that this is a situation in which they could be playing in a semifinal against each other. So I'm very excited to see what can come from this. It's
going to be a good one. Okay. Next game. Not really great on paper. the Sparks are still fighting for their lives to try to get back into the playoffs. Don't think it's going to end up happening, though. They kind of run out of time here. Atlanta Dream have been very good and looking to continue to push to the end of the season, carry some momentum into the playoffs. In Los Angeles tonight, late night, tuck us in piece, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Sparks taking on the Dream. 10.5 point dogs are the Sparks at home here. Big total in this one, 181.5, which is no surprise with how the Sparks are playing defense. We're on the same thing in a roundabout type of way. And I love when we're on the same thing because shit ain't hitting. But talk to me about Angel Reese.
She's just been so good as of late. Like, she has been absolutely hooping. Over the last few games, she's averaging well over 20 points per game. She's shooting the ball incredibly well. And I think you could talk more about the PRA a little bit, but I was looking at that assist number. Something both you and Sook kind of keenly pointed out to me last year is that she is not only a willing passer, but she's got really good court vision for a player her size playing down low. Now she's playing with an Atlanta Dream team that is a lot better than the Sky team she played for last season, a lot more scoring ability, and I think a lot more just offensively suited players. That's led to more assists. She's hit this line in 3 of her last 4 games, having 8 assists against this exact same team just a few days ago. And I think one of the reasons is because this Sparks team is 15th in assists allowed to the center position. One of the reasons is probably Nneka, I don't know how you pronounce her last name, Ogumake. She has been absolutely fantastic. She has also said that she's retiring at the end of this season, but she's been really good defensive. She makes it incredibly hard. This is a team that gives up a ton of points, but they still rank 6th in points allowed to the center position. And we have seen both Breanna Stewart at the forward spot and Alyssa Thomas kind of rack up the assists in this exact same matchup. Stewart had 5 twice in the last few weeks, and Alyssa Thomas was flirting with a triple-double with 9 assists. I really do think that 4 assists is not asking for a ton from Angel Reese tonight. I did sprinkle the 6+, and like, I'm probably insane, but plus 3,800 on the triple-double. I mean, we're almost back to basketball season. I needed a better triple-double. It's been so long, right? So I took the triple-double at plus 3,800 as well.
I love it. I looked at the same thing. The numbers go crazy against this team. Again, this Sparks team is bottom 3, 4 in defensive, a lot of defensive categories. So you can take advantage. I went with the PRA, like you mentioned. Everything you covered well with the assist aspect of things, but I wanted to rope in the rebound and the scoring as well. She's hit this in 4 straight matchups with the Sparks, dating back to last year with Chicago, and in the singular matchup against them this year. Double-double, 20 and 10 with points, and as you mentioned, the 8 assists as well. So nothing wrong with just taking the assist if you want. 2+ is very playable. It's a little juicy, but 3+ is playable at a minus 160 price. Yeah. Plus 150 for the 4+, like you mentioned on the assist department. But yeah, give me the PRA for Reese. I have one more play in this game. I'm going back to somebody who burned me in their last game. You guys heard me talk about Cameron Brink over the weekend. She was fantastic leading into their game. And, of course, what happens, she absolutely shits the bed. But she was in really bad foul trouble. I looked up. She had only played 2 minutes, and she had 3 fouls. And I was like, great, shit ain't hitting. However, this is a really good matchup for her once again. She had a really nice game against this Dream team in there. Like you said, they just played 4 days ago. And I think that they're going to need her size to take on Reese and Naz Hillman down low for the Dream. So I like her PRA. I took the rebounds and the assists in there as well. Also, Sauce Man, I kind of looked at her assists too, dude. Her 2+ is minus 115. She had 4 in 11 minutes of action in their last game. She's also hit that assist line of 2+ in 4 of her last 5 games. So it could be a sneaky spot there, but I wanted to rope in the facility or the rebounding and the points. Obviously, if she's going to be out there, the tall, lanky lady is going to be grabbing some boards there too. So the assist could be.
She was the second pick in that same draft with Angel Reese, and Caitlin Clark were number 1.
She has been really, when she's healthy and like I like her game a lot. But again, the 2+ assists. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to have a little fun, maybe like a 4 assists for Brink and a 6 assists for Angel type of vibe. Nice little 1-2 punch for the tall ladies.
I mean, I kind of like that too. 2 games against Angel Reese, she's had 4 and 2 assists. She gets a little bit more time tonight if she just keeps her hands to herself. I mean,
yeah, keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah,
Cameron,
you too, Cardoso. Please, Camilla, you caused me with your foul trouble last night. That sucked.
Welcome to Camilo Cardoso 101.
It was so funny.
Sweating that for 2 years.
SPJ, I had the thought in my head. I'm like, you know what? I wonder if the ladies just don't foul as much as the men do, because I haven't really encountered foul trouble. And I didn't say it out loud because I was like, if I say it out loud, I'm going to jinx it. But I guess having the thought was enough. because Brink was one, then Cardoso was the second one, and I can't wait to find out who's next on my list of costing me a parlay because of foul trouble.
I'm trying to think of some other culprits, but I'll let you find it out for your own.
All happened in like 3 days.
Angel.
Successively. Angel, oh, God.
Reese. Yeah, she can get a little she's gotten better this year, though. I think it's just being on a better team helps out some. But all right, guys, there you go. Good, bad, and the ugly, done. Baseball, done. WNBA, done. Let's cook a parlay, and then we are done. Shags, we got to go with the Phillies, eh?
Yeah.
Cool. Philly.
You and Papa Shags feel good about it, and we always
Let's
like that. Abrams,
We could take
HRR.
Yep.
Kind of ties in with your liking the
Feltner.
Nationals and Fade and Feltner.
Absolutely.
All right, HRR for CJ minus 180. Gross, but that's okay.
PRA.
Got to go Reese. Yep, the Pra.
Then you go to Olivia Miles or Kayla McBride.
I'm down to take Miles.
Yeah, let's do Miles.
PRA, yeah.
Yep.
29.5, 30 plus. All right, there you go. 30 plus PRA for Olivia Miles. Angel Reese, 34 plus PRA. CJ Abrams, 2 plus HRR, and then the Phillies just to win. Money line. Plus 842. Shop around.
Boom.
As always, find the best available. Tail if you want. Don't tail if you don't want to. It's okay. Have fun the way that you want to. Chat with your coin.
Feels good.
All right, boys. We usually go to the Dubs and L's, but now we're going to close the show at a normal time. How about that?
I hate it.
Look at that.
Thank you so much. I hate it.
I know, right? We're so used to sitting here for another 15 minutes talking football. But thank you, Kev. W show. W chat. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us to finish off your Monday evening.
Enjoyable. Even you, Stifler.
Absolutely. Shags will be back with you guys tomorrow morning. College football show study hall episode 2 coming your way very soon later this week on Wednesday for the picks from PJ and Shags for all of week 0. Beast McNeese going to be having some fun, pressing some 1s and 2s with that. Lots of fun on the channel. Give us a like and a subscribe and a follow across all the platforms. You guys know the deal on YouTube, on Twitch, on Instagram, on TikTok. Hey, we hit 400 followers on Instagram today, boys.
Hey, look at that.
Climbing the Instagram ladder.
Look at that.
Love to see it.
With football season right around the corner, that's when content really starts to get out there with college football, with NFL content, with all that kind of stuff, because you have the whole week to prepare. You know what I mean? Everybody's putting stuff out. Chat, come on. We're going to have some fun over there, too.
We will. Gridiron Gang is fast approaching. Very excited. Very excited.
Might have to steal Shaggy for one Sunday. I don't know. We'll see if we can if he can find the time.
As long as he brings the child.
It'll be a busy season for him. I know. I know.
Have you? I don't. I'm not gonna. You don't have to dox live, but have you guys chosen a name?
Oh yeah, we got a name.
Nice.
We'll talk about that off air. That's fair.
Is it Hurricane? Hurricane
Shit,
Bets.
now we gotta change it.
Hurricane Bets.
Hurricane Hornung. What are you talking about? Hurricane Bets. Oh, hurry Hornung.
He's like, it wasn't, but now it is. No.
I will say, SPJ, V, and Beast, they all made the top 3.
Okay.
Your wife knows
nice.
ball. She knows ball.
All right.
All made the top 3. Just didn't quite make the cut.
Can you give us 2 honorary mentions that actually did make the cut?
Oh wait, do you want to use it? Yeah.
Okay, no.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's like, no.
Nah.
He's like,
right?
just in case. Varun Hornung.
I got dogs.
Might be on there. You never know.
Oh,
Might
man.
be on the list.
Chad, it's been an absolute pleasure. That's Nate Hornung, Shaggy Vets. He'll see you in the morning time. That's Vsauce. He'll be back with me right here tomorrow for Bet Espresso. My name's SPJ. Big shout out to Beast McNeese down below. You guys came the winners and you stayed for the vibes. Have a fantastic Monday night. We'll catch you right back here in the morning time. Take it easy, chat.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? Down in the deep.
Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here.
Rolling.
What you gonna do?
Rolling.
What you gonna do, nigga?
In the rolling.
What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit.
What you know about